Today on In the Woodyard, it's another day of cleanup. We've been working hard at it now for 4 days, I think, trying to get everything done. Yesterday we got a lot done. We worked almost till dark. I'll show you what we got done yesterday if you saw yesterday's video, which you should have. We took a couple more loads to my business and dumped it, and I did some stacking there this morning. I got a lot of it out of the way because we want to make it look nice, obviously. But right behind me here is a pile of pallets. These are all the bad ones. So Bert usually has fires right here with us. He had a fire here just the other day. I see there's just a crap ton of nails in there. But I don't know if he's gonna pick them up or he's gonna scoop them up and dump them. He's got a low area, you can dump it all in and cover it up. And so I talked to him because we were going to the landfill, taking loads of pallets and debris and stuff and dumping it. But it takes almost 2 hours to go way to the other side of town and dump it, and you gotta pay. And I would have probably paid, I don't know, $200 or $300 for going and dumping it, wasting a lot of time. And so I asked Bert, I said, hey, what if I pay you to burn the pallets? And he said, no problem. So I'm gonna pay him a couple $100 and he's burn the pallets. So we're gonna save a lot of time, and I'd rather give him the money than the landfill and waste all the time over there. So we've been stacking pallets like crazy. These are all the ones that are rotten, falling apart, bad. It's amazing how many we've had here. We figure there's gotta be 250, maybe 300 pallets here. It's a lot. And it would be nice to light them all at once and just let them go. But Bert said he'll just probably, do a batch at a time, stack them up in his burn area and burn them over whatever period of time. But yesterday we did a lot. We got a lot done. I'll show you what it looks like. Here it is, look at that. So there used to be a bin there. There used to be a bin there. There used to be a bin there and over there by my truck. And so we tore the pallets apart, and we've been taking all the wire off, rolling all that up. We got a big ball of wire. And then I raked everything, scooped everything up with the tractor. If you saw that video, like I said, yeah, it was yesterday, we did a lot of that. Got all these cleaned up. The farthest one there, that is actually where Bert's gonna start storing a lot of his wood. He wanted to get his wood from over there, over here. And I thought he said that the farmer kind of wanted to not have a 90-degree corner to go around, the guy that leases the land. And where the corner post is like the 5 acres for where the buildings are. I thought he said he wanted to leave that so the farmer could make the corner and do a corner instead of a curved corner instead of a 90-degree corner, but he stacked the stuff way out here, so I don't know why, but that's what he did. That was a messy one. We got that cleaned up, that big bin. There was a lot of stuff in there. We hauled all that away. I still got a few things, debris to pick up here and rake. I'm gonna try to rake up every little piece I can find. And then the next one I'm gonna be working on is over here. This whole thing needs to be cleaned up. That wood there is sold. I got 2 orders. So instead of hauling it to my place and stacking it or dumping it, I'm gonna kind of move that stuff to one central spot, clean everything else up around it, and then that will be hauled away in the next few days and get that all cleaned up. Mike's over there picking stuff up. He's here helping out a little bit. And I talked to a couple different loggers. The loggers are real busy hauling right now because it's been dry for about almost 2 weeks. And they had a big period of time this spring when they couldn't haul because it was muddy, and that's what it was like here. It's why I really didn't want to, start working on things. I would have just tore this all up because it was really muddy because we had rain pretty much every day for like 2 weeks straight. It was bad. But we're going to have a trucker come in, and I think in one day, he should be able to haul all the logs to the new place. And we signed the contract yesterday for the new lease. So now I can start moving stuff there. And that's part of what I'm gonna work on today, is that in the middle area here, if you look over behind my trailer, these are the good pallets. These are my cutoffs and chunks that I did over the last, 6 months or so. And Adam's mom and dad have a wood boiler, and they heat with wood. We've been there doing videos. They're about, an hour away or so from here, and they ran out of wood. We processed probably a semi-load of wood for them, and their wood boiler ate it all up. And they're still heating because even though it's May right now, we've been having freezing nights every night. We have a frosty roast almost every morning. Right now it's only about 45 degrees and windy, so it's kind of chilly out here. But this one on the end, and then this one, and this one, and the 2 on the end are just chunks and odd pieces that we took out of all the bins, kind of all the weird stuff that I didn't really want to sell. This one here is got kindling in it, so I'm gonna keep that one, and I will probably bundle all that up eventually. So these will all be gone within the next week, well, probably 3-4 days. And then over here, I've got all my kindling in the bladders that I have put in there over the last year. So all this kindling is gonna go to the new place, gonna haul it there in the dump trail. The little one probably will put it in with forks, then I'll slide it out, and then all this eventually will get bundled, and I'll have kindling bundles that I can sell. And then this is good pallets here, and these are all good pallets. Obviously that one's not, that's got to go to the trash. But all these are pretty solid, pretty good ones. Most of these were either sides or they're got oak bottoms, ones that are, as I was pulling them up, if they weren't too decayed as far as rot. I mean, there's some of them that got a little bit of rot, but they're pretty solid yet. So these are all gonna go get hauled to the new place, and I'll just put them out in the field, and then as I need them, I'll build new bins to store wood in. This is some of my stuff that was here too, so we're getting there. So once I get, and this will probably all be gone by, I'd say by next week, I should have all this out of here. So we're gonna have probably, as far as clearing space, we're gonna have 90% of it done within the next week. And then it's just a matter of getting a logger to come in with a log truck and haul all the logs that I bought over there from the land clearing they did. So we'll get those hauled. And then I've got a bunch of tree service wood over here too. Obviously my grapple, my bucket, that will haul over. This is wood that I got from my nephew. They cut a tree down, and then this was tree service wood. All of that's tree service wood. All of that was tree service wood. And if you look way over there in that corner, that's all tree service wood that was brought to me. So that's all stuff I got from Canopy Cops, I think primarily is where I got that from, if I remember correctly. Might have been a couple other places, but there's been a few people that have brought me wood over the years, and it's almost all ash, so it's all good wood, but a lot of it is not processor friendly. It's all gonna have to be cut with a chainsaw, which is fine, because I like doing that. It's kind of fun. So anyway, that's what happened. Now today, we're gonna be doing some more cleanup. I got like all this debris here. I got all this to rake up, and this isn't bad here. But over there, it's going to be kind of a big job, but we'll get all that done. We put all the debris into the bin over there, and then Bert's just going to haul that and put it back in the low spot. So we're getting that all cleaned up. And then the blocks, I paid for half the blocks, the mafia blocks they call them, the bins, those big cement blocks that we had hauled in. I paid for half of those, so we're just going to work a deal out where we do an exchange for totes for those blocks, because Bert's obviously, he wants to keep those here, and I'll figure something else out. So that's kind of the scoop. So as you can see, it's starting to get done. So we're working at it. Got lots more to do. We're gonna get busy right now. broke before. This straight road. So we just loaded up Adam's trailer. We put in 4 IBC totes, you saw that, and he just took off. He's going to take that to his mom. She's still got her boiler working and she was out of wood, so he took her a load just now, well, a couple hours ago. And then we filled up that load and he's gonna take that tomorrow. And then we just threw in, I don't know, like about 50 pallets in here or so. Stood them up. I'm gonna take these over to the new Woodyard and I'm just gonna dump them out in the field there. So we got all these pallets to move yet. I still have all these bladders here that have kindling in that I'll take over there, and then this is all going to be bundled eventually. This is all going to be made into bundles for kindling. As you can see, it's all small stuff. There's oak and maple and ash and things like that. And there's this one tote here that's got chunks. There's a tote there that's got chunks, and then another tote that's got kindling right here. And over here, I worked on this today, me and Mike. We got a couple more areas kind of cleaned up. This was a bad one. This was the worst one of all of the bins. This was the worst one. I got that one cleaned up, and we got a lot of this one done. So this wood is still here yet because I'm going to be hauling it away. I've got a couple deliveries coming up, and I think I'll be able to load this stuff up and just take it right as a delivery. We got tunnels all over the place here from woodchucks. I mean, they got it all rooted up. Which makes it very hard to scoop up and get it raked and stuff, but there you go, there's that. So next thing we're gonna do, we're going to the new Woodyard right now, and I'm gonna dump out some pallets out into the field. Maybe you'll see just a peek of what it looks like. Just a peek, just a little peek. I'm here. I just dumped out the pallets. I'm not going to show you a lot. I don't have a lot of time. I'm just going to show you the basics. So where I'm standing is 2 acres that I'm leasing. And if you look way down to the woods way back there, you see that green tree down there? Well, she owns all the way as far as you can see the trees. And then to the right, as you guys are looking at it, there's at least 60 dead ash trees in there that we're going to be cutting down. And so it's down in kind of a swamp area, so that might happen till winter time. This up here is kind of the high ground. Right now you guys are looking to the west. That direction is south. That direction is east. And that direction is north. Yeah, that's where it is. I didn't think there for a second. So yeah, I'm gonna be able to go all the way to, you see those white pines right there? That's the edge of the property to where that fence is, to the edge of the hill. Then all the way over to the fence, basically to where it starts to slope down. And I'll be able to stack wood all along the barn here, I think. I got to check to be sure, but there's cement, concrete underneath this grass and all these trees here. If you look, you can see there's an old concrete slab. Starts right here and goes down to the end here where the shed is. So I think I can clear all this stuff up here and I can stack wood here. I just got to cut all these trees down and stuff. I got to make sure that I can. She said I'd be able to, but I got to make sure first. Gonna have to dump some gravel right here because this is kind of a low spot here. There's drainage that comes off of the barn right through here. There's a culvert right there, a little bitty culvert that drains out to kind of a swampy area over there. So we'll have to dump some gravel right through here. That's not going to happen right away because if you see where my truck is sitting with the trailer out there, that is where we're going to dump gravel probably tomorrow. I called the guy. We're going to do a load of breaker and then probably a load of 3/4 inch for the rest of it. You can see in the spring it was pretty soft. Somebody kind of rutted it up. And so we're going to dump a load of breaker from where the back of my trailer is right through here and then do gravel kind of out and around. And there's a barn over there, and that's her house over there. Here is the gem. This is an old slurry pit, manure pit. It was a harvester's manure pit, one of those big blue ones. It's got a drain in the middle. This is a 100-foot circle. It is a thing of beauty. So this is where the processor is going to be going. I'll be able to keep my splitter, the processor, my dump trailers here. I can also park dump trailers out in the field over there if I want. I might even rent some barn space, probably for the tractor in the wintertime. Actually, that I've already got rented. And I guess she's got a trailer parked here, but so I'll be able to use this slab. This is it's a thing of beauty. This is 3 feet thick concrete. I'll take you over to the edge so you can see here what this is like. So this was the outflow where they pumped out. There's a big, like a 10-inch pipe right there. And I'm gonna put you upside down. That's how thick it is. So, pretty darn cool. So, this is what I get to use. And that is a highway right there, state highway. And my photography studio is, if you look through the trees, the white building is the airport. My office is on the other side of that. And Bert's farm is over that way, about 2 miles. So, or Bert's dad's farm. His dad owns it, actually. Keith owns it. And so there you go. That's all I'm showing you for today. That's all I got. No more. I'm going home. Good night, everybody.